Have you ever stopped to consider whether your fashion choices might inadvertently expose you to spiritual influences you never intended to invite? As we scroll through TikTok or navigate the latest trends at the mall, it is clear that modern society is heavily preoccupied with fresh styles, novel brands, and emerging aesthetics. Yet, unbeknownst to many, some of these trends incorporate ancient symbols, curses, and rituals disguised as mere fashion statements. I am not exaggerating the potential spiritual implications buried within these trends, and you'll be surprised by what tops the list. It's likely more concerning than you might expect. Subscribe now, and leave a comment saying, "Covered by the blood," if you trust in Jesus' protective power during these challenging times. After all, darkness doesn't always manifest with overt symbols like horns. Sometimes it appears elegantly in high-end designer logos. The Bible presents a clear perspective on this issue in Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, and rulers of darkness. This warning encompasses cultural forces influencing not only our decisions, but also the very clothes we wear. Fashion is more than fabric. It represents agreements. Every day, millions unknowingly enter into covenants through the symbols, patterns, and slogans intricately woven into their clothing. Initially, I dismissed these concerns as mere superstition until I experienced it firsthand. As the points in this discussion unfold, they grow progressively more alarming. The final point may even be something lurking within your own closet. Let's begin with the all-seeing eye trend, positioned at number 7. Emerging as a trendy geometric design, this symbol appears on various items such as hoodies, rings, tattoos, and makeup. Commonly perceived as spiritual or enlightened, this symbol's origins are anything but divine. Historically known as the Eye of Providence, it was adopted by secret societies like the Illuminati to signify enlightenment via Lucifer. In ancient Egypt, it was the Eye of Horus, employed in magical rituals seeking protection from obscure deities. Although fashion brands have embraced it for its aesthetic value, its foundational roots are unsettlingly sinister. By wearing this symbol, individuals inadvertently echo a false promise from the Eden narrative: "You will be like God." In contrast, God declares in Isaiah 42:8, "I am the Lord, that is my name, and my glory I will not give to another." It is indeed a sobering thought that millions might unwittingly flaunt rebellion itself. Have you noticed this symbol in your daily life? If so, comment "exposed" and prepare for what next appears even darker Devilcore fashion. Coming in at number 6, the Devilcore or hell aesthetic began as a seemingly harmless joke, a nod to irreverence with red horns, tongue-in-cheek, hot as hell, shirts, and playful demon emojis. However, it snowballed into a full-blown movement. Though some magazines dubbed it empowering, biblical teachings identify it as blasphemy. Influencers flaunt fiery ensembles with captions like "going to hell, but make it fashion," considering it merely edgy. This normalization of the demonic subtly conditions and desensitizes hearts to ignore the harsh reality of eternal judgment. One young person expressed feeling powerful wearing these clothes, until the disturbing side effects ensued: panic attacks at 3 a.m., unsettling whispers in the darkness. She ultimately burned the outfit and her nightmares subsided. The devil doesn't seek attention, he wants an invitation. When fashion declares hell as alluring, remember Revelation 20:10's dire warning. The devil was consigned to a lake of fire, absent of any glamour. Comment: yes, Lord. If you resolve never to glorify darkness again, embrace yourself for the next trend, one that abounds in plain sight. At number 5, the appearance of upside-down crosses marks the anti-establishment or punk phenomenon. They've adorned oversized hoodies, necklaces, and luxury sneakers, but their more profound significance in satanic rituals represents an overt challenge to Christ's authority. When models parade adorned with these symbols, the underlying sentiment is evident, an invitation to mock divinity and celebrate defiance. I recall a teenager captivated by an influencer sporting an upside-down cross earring, only to experience profound spiritual unrest soon thereafter. Sleepless nights, a debilitating weight upon her spirit, and grave doubts regarding her faith. Symbols are not mere images, they carry spirits. What you choose to wear can unknowingly open your life to influences not aligned with God. However, the good news is that Jesus' blood has the power to break every curse. As Philippians 2:10 asserts, at the name of Jesus, every knee should bow, including those in the fashion cosmos. If you're ready to deny the enemy any hold, comment "set free" and discover the hidden danger that masquerades as an innocent emblem of feminine empowerment. Number 4 spotlights serpent-themed jewelry, rings, earrings, necklaces that start as alluring twists along the arm. The serpent is often marketed as the pinnacle of feminine energy, symbolizing rebirth, transformation, and divine strength, yet the Bible identifies it as the historic deceiver. Genesis 3 depicts the serpent as Satan's vehicle, not merely deceiving Eve verbally, but glamorizing temptation through appearance. Today's culture mirrors this trickery. Influencers claim their snake jewelry inspires empowerment, but what sort of power are they summoning? I recall one woman sharing that although her snake bracelet gave flashes of confidence, it coincided with outbursts of rage and lust. After prayerful consideration, she recognized it wasn't true empowerment, but an insidious entanglement. Casting her bracelet into the fire restored her peace. So, when you encounter serpent designs, realize their allure is not divine, it's deception. Comment "crush the serpent" if you commit to refusing symbols that ensnared humanity, for the next category is even more pervasive. Ranked at number 3, we explore the burgeoning witchy aesthetic or occult fashion trend. What began with crystal necklaces, moon symbols, and simple manifestation jewelry has emerged into an entire genre: witchcraft chic. Brands cavalierly incorporate pentagrams, tarot imagery, and spellbook fonts, peddling them as modern empowerment for self-proclaimed witches. This soft spirituality is labeled as such, but biblically it equates to abomination. Deuteronomy 18 cautions against sorcery, divination, and consulting with spirits. Yet culture's repackaging offers false comfort. One individual shared how adorning a moon goddess hoodie for supposed cosmic connection led to dreadful dreams and nightly visits from a shadowy, whispering figure. Disposing of the garment brought immediate respite. Demons don't require elaborate rituals. An open invitation suffices. Comment "I renounce it" if you've ever been intrigued by this aesthetic, and recognize that the next threat deceptively borrows elements of holiness. In at number 2, the angel number or holy rebellion motifs have drifted into mainstream appeal. You may have seen apparel emblazoned with sequences like 333, 777, or 999. Though influencers claim these represent benign angelic energies, they trace back to numerology, a core component of occult practices, signifying coded messages from spirits not aligned with God. More disconcertingly, troubling hybrids have surfaced, such as angel wings juxtaposed with skulls or profane Bible verse quotations. Consider a shirt inscribed with "holy but rebellious," eerily reminiscent of Lucifer's fall. Satan doesn't object to your belief in angels. Provided you disregard the singular truth of God, he craves holy rebellion, perpetuating the universe's oldest lie. By conflating holiness with pride, we are not innovatively fashionable. We are in effect replaying Satan's rebellion. If you possess items that honor such confusion, eliminate them immediately. Better to part with a garment than forfeit peace. Comment "holy" only if you choose integrity above vogue, saving the gravest revelation for last.